This man found a strange clue in his wedding photo. Two of his wife's fingers were crossed, like a secret symbol of apology to God. The symbol also indicated that their marriage wasn't real. The next day, Truman didn't immediately confront his wife. Instead, he approached her slowly, as usual, trying to find out what she had been hiding all this time. But his wife seemed to already know what Truman was planning. She quickly came up with an excuse, saying she had an emergency surgery to attend. Normally, she was never this busy, but that day her behavior was completely different. Seeing this, Truman's doubts grew stronger. As his wife was about to leave, Truman casually said, "I'll cross my fingers for you." His wife stopped, turned around, forced a smile, then hurried off. Truman secretly followed her to the hospital, but a nurse stopped him at the entrance. He pretended to leave, but quickly turned back and followed the nurse again. On the way, a crowd of patients in wheelchairs blocked his path. Truman, thinking fast, changed direction. In the hallway, he bumped into a nurse pushing a trolley and said, "Let me help." After overcoming all obstacles, Truman finally reached the operating room. But what he saw looked like an amateur play. Just as the surgeon was about to start, the patient, who was supposed to be unconscious, suddenly woke up. Truman realized the whole thing was fake. His wife wasn't a real doctor at all, but he never imagined her lie was this big. Not only was his wife fake, Truman began noticing everything repeating in the same pattern. To test it, he started doing odd things, stopping in the middle of the street to tie his shoelaces, then sitting down to observe the world around him. Eventually, he became certain that everyone and everything was running in a time loop. Looking for a break in the pattern, he noticed a strange man in the crowd, wearing a hat and staring at him. But the moment Truman looked back, the man walked away. Truman tried to follow him, but a bus suddenly stopped right in front of him. At that moment, he remembered the next vehicle would be green. Confidently, he turned around and tried to stop the green car. That moment made him even more convinced that something was wrong. Suddenly, he entered an office building where the people didn't recognize him. They panicked when they saw him. When the elevator doors opened, Truman saw it wasn't an elevator at all, but the backstage area of a TV show. A security guard said it was under maintenance and pushed him out, but this excuse only made him more suspicious. After all these strange events, Truman realized he had only seen a small piece of the truth. In reality, he lived on a massive set, an island called Taoyuan, filled with 6,000 hidden cameras broadcasting Truman's life nonstop. 2 billion people watched his birth. 190 countries saw him take his first steps. The ocean was fake, the sky was fake. Even the people on the island were fake. They lived, worked, and grew up alongside Truman for 30 years. He lived under the eyes of the cameras. Even his wife had sacrificed her youth just to play the role of his wife. Audiences grew bored of her fake expressions and overacting, so a director created a TV program called The Truman Show, the most famous television show in the world.